Hello, my name is Jeremiah Kincaid from Mission in Motion. Today we're going to be taking a look at some of the Agentforce prompts for nonprofits in Salesforce. So I'm in a demo environment of Nonprofit Cloud, aka Agentforce Nonprofit. And the first prompt we're going to take a look at is the Summarize Program and Benefits prompt here. And you'll notice a reoccurring theme. To be able to run prompts, you're going to see this component here, this box that says AI Summary, and then you'll have one or more options to use to summarize records that you're currently on. There's also a second way, which is to use the built-in agent that here, this guy right here, Agentforce, that comes along on the sidebar, and we'll take a look at a couple prompts that way as well. All right, so I'm on this first prompt here for summarizing program and benefits. And this one is I'm on a food access program record. So if I want Agentforce to be able to summarize this record for me, including the related benefits. So I'm just going to go and click this instead of me having to look at all the individual details. And there we go. So it is giving me a nice, concise prompt here, a summarization of this particular food access program and its benefits, when it started, and so on. I can rate any of these as helpful or not helpful to help the AI generate better results in the future. And then you can refine any prompts, any result prompts that you get back by clicking on Ask Agentforce here, and then you can select the type of agent. If you have multiple kinds of agents in your Salesforce org, you can select which one you want to further refine this prompt with. All right, so that was the first one. Let's take a look at the next prompt here. We're going to go into grant making inside of Nonprofit Cloud. And then I'm going to go into the application forms section. And we're going to take a look at this Nourish Food Bank application. And you'll see again, this one says Einstein summary. So it depends on where you are inside of Nonprofit Cloud, but ultimately it's going to look very similar. You're going to have the Agentforce icon there. And we have two different prompts we're going to take a look at. This first one is the grant making application form summary. So I'm going to click on that to get a summarization of this application. And when it's done here, we should get a nice little summary of this record. So it looks like it did. It said what organization it's from, when it was submitted, some information about it, information about the organization itself, about Nourish Food Bank, the folks that submitted this application, and so on. Fantastic. So I'm going to refresh the screen to get back the original set of prompts. And then let's take a look at our third prompt, getting a review summary of this particular application. This might look a little technical, and one of the things that you can do with prompts is that you can go through and refine them so that the output, your output can be a little less technical depending. So you'll see here that you're looking at some more technical output, but then it gets down into just regular text here. And it's giving reviewer information and whether they recommended, had some reservations, so on. And then it goes through and gives you a text summary of the corresponding application review records. So applications inside of Nonprofit Cloud can have one or more application review records if you have multiple reviewers that are looking at one particular application, and then you can use AI to summarize that information. All right, let's take a look at our next set of prompts here. So I'm going to go into the Philanthropy and Partnerships app inside of Nonprofit Cloud, and I'm going to click on the Alex Garcia person account record here, and then you will see also have the AI summary component. Now, these ones that are being shown are more for-profit use cases that just come with Salesforce. And for these particular prompts, we are going to pull up the built-in employee agent here, the sidebar that we've been taking a look at. And I'm going to go and select the fundraising agent. And So by default, it's going to give you a couple things that you can start with instead of just asking an open-ended question. And I'm going to go ahead and use this top option that says summarize this donor's interactions. This is a major donor summary prompt. So I'm going to use my fundraising agent to go ahead and run this prompt, and it's going to go through and summarize Alex and give me this information here. So we went ahead and ran that one, and then actually, you know what? I selected this donor's interactions here, so I'm actually going to run. So that was one of the other prompts here, summarizing interaction summaries in Nonprofit Cloud and notes. I'm going to go ahead and ask the agent, please summarize this donor's donation information. And it's going to give me a summarization of their donations over time, which is fantastic. And then I'm going to do one other open-ended prompt here, which is I'm going to ask it to please summarize this donor's engagement with our organization. And I'm going to let Agentforce go through and do some more in-depth analysis on Alex Garcia's person account record here and all of the various ways that Alex has engaged with our organization. And it should give back a decent amount of information here. Here we go. So it gave some background. Alex has been giving to organizations since July of 2021, so 5 years. Gave some giving history, some trends in terms of giving history, and some recommendations on what we should do with Alex to be able to encourage future donations. So those are some of the prompts that come with Agentforce Nonprofit Cloud. And I'm going to go ahead and go behind the scenes for any folks that are watching this that are a little more technical or maybe administrators. You can go in and create your own prompts and have them either show up on those AI summary boxes, or you can include them with certain agents like the fundraising agent. And you do that by going into Prompt Builder here, and you'll see all of the prompt templates that are inside your Salesforce org and whether they're active or interactive here. And this is a way for you to go in and potentially modify any of these so that they better, maybe there's certain things that you want to tailor, some modifications to the language. But if I go in here, if you click on Edit, you'll be brought into Prompt Builder, and then there's going to be definitely a lot of different things you can do. You can change some of this information. You can change what model. In this case, we're using OpenAI's GPT-4 Omni Mini. You can indicate what kind of languages are allowed if you have multiple languages, users that are speaking multiple languages interfacing with your Salesforce environment, and so on. And you can preview any changes that you've made, and then you can activate your versions to go live with them. And you can create your own prompts from scratch and then have those show up as well. So you don't have to just modify the modify the existing templates that are there out of the box for you. Sky's the limit on what kind of prompts and summarization that you're looking for throughout your use of Nonprofit Cloud. So yeah, there are other prompts that are available as well inside of Nonprofit Cloud. If you would like to read more about those, please take a look at our article on the top 10 Agentforce prompts at missioninmotion.com. And if you would like to learn more outside of this particular topic, you can also take a look at our blog at missioninmotion.com. And if you would like help with your Salesforce solution and would just like to talk to us about how we could help you with advisory services, with potential projects, managed services, or so on, please contact us at our contact form at missioninmotion.com. Thank you.